Hi, Sanford Smith here with Penn State Extension. Today the topic is forest mycology, and I'm joined by David Geiser, a professor of mycology here at Penn State. And we're going to be talking about the fungi in forests. Dave, what does mycology mean?
It means the study of fungi.
Okay, so mycological and mycology are fungi, right?
Right, yeah, referring to myco means fungus in Greek.
Okay, I got you. I never knew that. So we're going to talk a little bit about the different types of fungi found in forests and how common they are. Are there many different fungi in our forests?
Oh, there are many, many different fungi doing many different things.
What are some of the things in general that fungi do?
Well, there's sort of three things. One is that often they live inside of the plants here, including the trees and the roots and the stems and trunks and in the leaves.
Okay.
That's one thing that they're doing. Another thing that they're doing is when the trees die, they leave behind debris.
Yeah.
And the fungi are the most important organisms that break down that debris. And then finally, some of the fungi infect the plants and cause diseases.
Oh, wow. So that's a lot of different things. Let's start with those ones that live inside of other organisms. Which kind of organisms are they in?
Well, all of the plants pretty much. And there's some that live in the roots, undergoing a kind of interaction that we call mycorrhizae.
Yeah.
And those fungi get into the roots, and they're good for the plant, and the fungus benefits as well.
Okay, so mycorrhizae fungi, they're living inside of other plants. I suspect that's blowing some people's minds. It does mine every time I think about it. Then what about those ones that are involved in decay? Is there a name for those?
Saprophytic fungi, or a lot of people just call them decay fungi.
Okay, so decay fungi. There again, are there many of those, and are they specific to specific species?
Some are and some aren't in terms of their being specific to particular plants or plant hosts. Virtually all of the material that you see on the ground in a forest, that is the leaves, the branches, the logs that are left behind, fungi play the most important role in degrading that and returning it into the soil.
Yeah, wow. And then there are those fungi that are parasitic in nature, right? So they're attacking plants or other things?
That's correct.
Yeah.
And they can cause diseases of the roots. They can infect at the bases of trees, rotting out the wood, making them susceptible to windfall. Others infect the foliage, a huge diversity of parasites of trees.
So when we're talking parasitic, we're saying that the fungi actually attack living plants.
Correct.
Whereas the saprophytes or saprophytic fungi, they're attacking things that are already dead.
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay. So mycology is an area of study at Penn State. Can you get a degree in mycology?
Yes, in a way. It's not going to be called a mycology degree.
Yeah.
Most people who study fungi at Penn State are in the plant pathology and environmental microbiology department.
Okay.
Because it's a little bit different from what you see with animals, where viruses and bacteria are the major causes of infectious disease. For plants, it's fungi.
It's fungi. Wow. You'll see here in the video the students that are out in the forest learning about fungi and identifying them and getting expert guidance from Dave on what they're looking at and how it lives and how it behaves, so to speak. There's a fungi in Pennsylvania that's very popular, and it's called Morels, especially in the springtime. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yeah, they're some of the most interesting fungi that we have. These come up, where we are in Center County right now, usually the last couple of weeks in April. And they are associated with certain trees, either old apple trees or old elm or ash trees.
So they're associated with those trees because they're perhaps working in the roots, doing something?
Yeah, they get in. We know that it's really not very well understood. We know that they get into the roots, and they do some things that make them look like they're mycorrhizae, but nobody's really proven that.
Okay, interesting. Well, thank you, Dave, for teaching us a little bit about mycology today, or fungi science, right?
Yeah.
It's been interesting. I've learned a few things. I hope the people listening have. And if they want to learn more about fungi and mycology, where do they go?
Where do they go? They can go to a lot of places. If you're looking on the internet, I recommend a website called mushroomexpert.com, which has really good information and reliable information about just about any kind of a fungus that you're going to see out in the woods.
again, we want to underscore that we're not trying to teach you about which mushrooms are edible, and I don't think just using the internet to identify mushrooms would be a good way to go.
No, you need
Yeah.
to have experience, and you need to know the fungi that you can eat, and you also need to know the fungi that you can't eat, and you need to be able to tell them apart.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dave, for joining me today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And thank you, folks, for listening.